Kelis is entitled to her feelings. Nothing was stolen. Like, nothing illegal was done. Like, if anything, that takes away from your resume now. Like, if you're gonna get screwed over by anybody, I would rather get screwed over by Beyonce. Like, you made a fuss about it, and now Beyonce's like, oh, you had an issue with it? Cool, I'll just take you off the album. Hey everyone, it's Bree. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another video, and we're gonna be reacting to Beyonce removes Kelis sample from Renaissance Energy amid Kelis claims of theft. So if you guys aren't aware, the singer Kelis, she had gotten really upset that Beyonce had sampled something from one of her songs without notifying her or telling her. However, I believe that I think with this whole situation, right, I believe what happened was that, Kelis apparently signed a bad deal back in the day, and she doesn't have ownership over the song that Beyonce used. And so I think, for me, in my opinion, I think this is a argument of, this is like legalities versus like what's ethically right, which, that comes into play, in so many different situations. But I don't think, okay, I guess Kelis did say that she stole, but okay, I don't think, I don't think Beyonce necessarily stole anything. I do think that, here's the thing. Here's what I think. I think that Kelis is entitled to her feelings. I think she has the right to be upset. And granted, she should be a little bit more upset with the people that, made her sign that bad deal, which I believe were the Neptunes, from what I've read and from what I've seen online. I think that, maybe her energy should more so be focused towards them. But I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of empathize with Kelis a little bit. Like, because I think for her, it's more so just like a common courtesy thing and the right thing to do. Because she said too, like, Beyonce, she has to connect, so like she's able to reach out to her. And I think Kelis just wanted that common courtesy of Beyonce being like, hey, like, I want to use your song, is that okay? Or just to be like, hey girl, I'm going to use your song, I'm giving you a heads up. And I think she just wanted to be told that, her song was going to be used in her album. But I don't know, I mean, if it were me I wouldn't be too upset, because it's Beyonce and you're on Beyonce's album that's going to be listened to by millions of people. If anything, I would low-key look at this as a blessing in disguise. And I wouldn't get, like, I don't know, I just wouldn't get that upset. But I do understand where she's coming from. It's just a common courtesy thing. However, I don't think Beyonce stole anything, because Beyonce did what she had to do legally. Like, she went through the legal protocols to get the song cleared. And so nothing was stolen. Like, nothing illegal was done. But I just think that Kelis wanted that common courtesy from Beyonce, to let her know that she wanted to sample her song. But it looks like here that Beyonce just removed the sample, which is an interesting move on Beyonce's part. But yeah, we're gonna get into this video. Also, any videos that I record today, if I seem like I am in extreme pain, I am. So my apologies. It's that time of the month, and the cramps are on literally 1,000%. And yes, I've taken medicine. Yes, I've done all that. I just got to power through it. I have a high pain tolerance, so I shouldn't be too much. But yeah, I just want, side note, if my face is looking like it's that. But yeah, we're gonna hop right into this video with our good old friend Kempire.
Oh, Beyonce, you are so.
It is on mute. It is on mute. Okay, let's start this over.
Oh, Beyonce, you are so petty and shady. According to a new report, they're saying that Beyonce has removed the Kelis sample from her album and the song Energy. Welcome back to the Campfire Daily YouTube channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So as you know, we did a couple of videos talking about Kelis taking to social media and being very frustrated that Beyoncé and Pharrell never informed her that they were going to sample her song on the new Beyoncé Renaissance album. I can't believe we're still talking about the album, but the album is good. And the song Energy is good.
It is.
I know a lot of you are like, what song was sampled? Shout out to this guy on TikTok who always tries to connect old samples with new samples and old original songs. He did a great job. So he let us know exactly what song and how it was sampled on the Beyoncé album.
Okay.
Of course, the song is Energy, and they sampled Kelis' song Milkshake.
Oh.
Okay, and it's a small sample. So, according to ME Feeder magazine, they're saying that Beyoncé removed the sample and it can't be found on streaming anymore.
Wow.
So they say this. Just days after Kelis slammed Beyoncé and Pharrell for sampling her song without permission, Beyoncé has removed Kelis' sample from her song Energy. The sample beat is no longer on streaming services and her credits have been removed.
Oh, so she did credit Kelis? She just was upset that Beyonce didn't tell her. I don't know. I low-key think this is worse. Like, now you're not on her album at all. And, I'm not saying, like, don't do the right thing. Like, again, I think that Kelis has a right to feel some type of way that Beyonce didn't, I guess, give her that common courtesy. But also, I don't know, it's Beyonce and it's her album. Like, I don't know. I just felt like she could have handled this situation differently to work in her favor. But now she's not on the album anymore, which I don't think, like, if anything, that takes away from your resume now. Like, before you could say, like, oh yeah, like, my song was, sampled on Beyonce's album. Like, to me, that's like bragging rights. Like, you can, like, you know what I'm saying? But now she's off the album.
Moved. So they actually show all of it. Okay, here's the thing. This is where the Beehive gets their level of petty from. It's from Beyonce. Because Beyonce is not saying a word. Beyonce always does this. It's very subtle shade. She never comes at you directly.
Yeah.
But if you pay attention, she's shading you.
Yeah.
The most recent incident of this was, remember the story that we did on Saucy Santana? Okay, Saucy, I'm sorry. I got to bring it back up, okay?
Oh, Lord.
Where old tweets where Saucy was talking about Blue Ivy and Cardi B's daughter Culture.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we then finally got an appearance from Blue Ivy, and we don't see Blue Ivy a lot.
Mm-mm.
Well, she showed up with all of her glory and her beautiful hair and a shirt that said brown skin girl. All right? And I said, this is all strategic from the Carters. This was a strategic move. And this information coming out today, just days after this album was released, first of all, in a good way, she's like, solidarity, girl, I didn't mean to offend you. We're going to remove it. You wanted us to inform you. But and on another level, a petty level, oh, you don't want to be a part of the Renaissance?
I was about to, yeah.
The one that's going to bring all the money to the yard?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm going to remove it. You also may recall there was just the other day, Kelis was on social media just bobbing to Break My Soul.
She was.
But now nobody's making money. And I know someone in the tweets were like, they tweeted, Neptunes thought they were going to cash in on that sample.
Oh, yes.
Pharrell has worked on multiple albums, and he's also worked with Beyonce before.
Yeah, that is true. So, I mean, I guess that's the one plus on Kelis's end is that now the Neptunes aren't going to profit off of her sample. So, maybe that's a win, but I don't know.
I'm sure he's not hurting from this not happening. But maybe Kelis was right when she said that this was on purpose did this, and maybe Beyonce had no idea. Maybe. But either way, when I saw this story, I said, there's so many stories I can cover today. There's so many things that we could talk about. But these are the stories that give me life. And not because it's a shade to Kelis and that bigger story. No, it's just the level of petty I did not expect from someone like Beyonce. I was like, wow.
Woo, there's a lot going on.
Beyonce, not saying a word.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you were offended. I will remove it. I'm not going to offend you. I don't even want to address it. And look, say what you want to say about Beyonce. She wasn't losing this battle of, oh, here go Beyonce. Beyonce will forever probably be attacked for how many songwriters are on her thing. We just covered that during our Tuesday takeover. Diane Warren receiving backlash yesterday after asking, "Oh, why are there 24 writers on a song?" And then
that's actually low-key a good question. I didn't know. I mean, and I'm look, I don't look at artists differently for having writers. I know that's a, a lot of people, when they see artists that have writers, they don't feel like that artist is, I guess, credible or talented or as talented as maybe the next artist that does write their own stuff. For me, I don't really care. I don't, because also too, like, because I know that gets talked about a lot in rap, the whole idea of, are you really a rapper if you don't write your own raps, or are you just an artist and an entertainer? Which I don't know. I don't really play into the whole argument, but I'm not gonna lie, 24 people on one song is a lot. It is a lot. However, it is Beyonce, and so I feel like, at this point, Beyonce's quality of music it's up there. And so if anyone's gonna have 24 people on one song, it would be her. So
the Beehive dragged her for filth. She then apologized and says, "I've worked with Beyonce before. I didn't mean any shade by it." I don't know if I believe that, Diane Warren. I really don't.
Yeah, no, she'd be shady.
Because there's certain things that we can tweet. There are certain things that we can keep to ourselves or say to our friends on over the kitchen table.
Yeah.
That didn't need to be a tweet. And because people already knew who you were talking about exactly. Not to say that anyone needs to be afraid of Beyonce and her fans.
No, you should. Because they're
was getting smart.
I'm just saying, there's certain things like,
they're ridiculous
why?
sometimes.
But I think people like the attention. Just saying. Guys, I want to know your reaction to.
But yeah, again, I understood where Kelis was coming from, but I think now her being removed from Beyonce's album, I do think it is a little bit shady. And I don't know if this was the better alternative, because, it's like you made a fuss about it, and now Beyonce's like, oh, you had an issue with it? Cool, I'll just take you off the album. And so, I don't know, I do think that it probably could have been, like, I just think strategically and business-wise, it probably wasn't smart for Kelis to make such a big deal out of it. I'm like, because again, like, if you're, and this might sound bad, but it's like, if you're gonna get screwed over by anybody, I would rather get screwed over by Beyonce, like, because I just feel like in some way, shape, or form, you're still gonna benefit from that. But I don't know. I mean, but again, Beyonce didn't steal anything. I mean, she did go through the proper channels to get stuff cleared, and so legally she went about it the way that she was supposed to go about it. But I guess just as a friend, an acquaintance, and stuff like that, it probably just would have been also admirable to maybe reach out to Kelis and let her know that her song was being used. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Do you guys think Beyonce was being shady? Do you think she was wrong for not telling Kelis, or do you think Beyonce doesn't owe her that? Let me know what you guys thoughts are in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.